From the NBC4 studios in high definition, this is NBC4 Midday, where accuracy matters.
I'm now going to throw it over to Bob, who is a special guest this afternoon. And Bob, we're celebrating a birthday, huh?
Yes, we are. We're celebrating Wolfie's birthday today. Wolfie is the dog who comes with every time when Laura from Acme Canine comes to see us.
Yes.
And Wolfie is your dog, right?
Yes, he is.
Wolfie's a very fine fellow, and his birthday is coming up, and you're going to be celebrating it this Saturday. And when you celebrate Wolfie's birthday, you have some very special things that go on, don't you?
Yes, we do. We start off by having a fun walk around the block, and then we go into the facility backyard, and we have games like tic-tac-dog.
Tic-tac-dog, how does that work?
We make a grid on the grass, and then the owners will form teams, and one team will be sitting and one team will be standing, and they put their dogs onto the grid and decide who's going to win the diagonals or the squares.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. You have other dog-oriented games too, don't you?
Yes, we do. We have what we call a food buffet, and it's the dog that can leave the food. We just start off with like putting a pickle down, and then we build up to having cheese and a hot dog, and the dog that can hold the sit without going for the food wins the prize.
My dog would win absolutely nothing. Coco would go just for everything.
Well,
now, where does this take place, Laura?
It takes place in Lewis Center. At my facility, it's 1385 Franklin Street.
Okay. And can anyone bring their dog, or how does it work?
Anybody can bring their dog. There is a registration fee for the walk, but the actual party is free, and we'll have a birthday cake for the dogs and birthday cake for people, too.
Oh, that's terrific. Now, when you take the money in, where does the money go?
The money's going to go to the Rascal Unit, which is a low-cost dog care place. It's a veterinary mobile unit that goes to places, and
they do spay and neutering for.
They do spay and neutering. They do low-cost vaccinations, and they will be doing microchipping at the event.
That's pretty cool. Now, we talked about microchips before. Now, the great thing about these, this is a way that you can identify your dog. If you ever lose them and someone else finds them, the microchip can help identify you and your dog.
Exactly. Most like dog pounds or dog shelters have it in vet offices, and it's kind of like when you go through the checkout, that UPC code is embedded in the dog's neck.
And these things are about the size of a kernel of rice.
Yes.
They go between the shoulder blades, and then the vet or whoever can run the little devices over, and they can find out whose dog it actually is.
And the thing that you need to remember is if you do move, you need to notify the company that you have the microchip with, otherwise your dog may be lost.
How many different companies are we talking about?
There used to be one universal one, but now there's 2 or 3, and so it is important to pick one that that is kind of a little more broad throughout the United States.
We'll have to talk about that sometime too. Laura, thank you so much for coming in from Acme Canine. You always come in with some great information, and we'll be ready for Wolfie's birthday party coming up this Saturday in Lewis Center.
Yeah.
All right, it's going to be a great day.
Okay.
All right, back to you, Amy.
Thanks, Bob.
From Ohio's Channel 4 News, serving Ohio for more than a decade, this is Primetime Ohio from ONN.
So what do you do when your furry little friend gets a little plump?
2 specialists put their heads together and came up with an answer, and your pet won't be the only one getting into shape.
That's right. ONN's Denise Alex has more in this week's Pet Time.
We're noticing that dogs are getting a little heavier, and people are becoming concerned about it, and many of our clients are asking what can they do.
And that question led to a partnership between a Central Ohio dog trainer and one of her customers, a customer who just happens to be a personal trainer of the human variety.
So we decided to come up with a program that is fun, where you're going to exercise your dog, learn about nutrition, but in the same time you're going to get something out of it too.
Laura Packus says that dogs love to interact with their masters and that a dog mentally and physically stimulated behaves better. And her lifetime fitness trainer, Stacy Gotti, who came up with a plan to turn that boring dog walk into a workout.
We're going to have lots of fun ways to do it so that it's not just walking your dog for 2 miles. We want to make it fun because we want people to stick to it.
And Gotti says the workout is geared toward the dog and the owner's fitness level. It gives both human and pet time to build toward the right fitness level.
In our class, we're going to start low, at a very low rate, and basically work our way up. So, an unfit dog is the same as an unfit person. We wouldn't want to go too far, too fast.
Both dog and human trainers say pet owners not only benefit from the workout, but develop better care for the animals and hopefully get the most out of a special bond.
The right nutrition with the right exercise and the right love is going to help this dog live for as long as it is capable of doing that. So with all of the wonderful benefits and the happiness that Kiki's given us, we want her to be around for a long time.
With this week's ONN Pet Time, I'm Denise Alex.